Republican South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is in a political tailspin over her new book. She got testy when News Nation's Elizabeth Vargas asked her about removing a claim from the book that Noem had a meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong Un.
I'm not going to discuss about my meetings with world leaders.
I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you about recording the audio.
Did you want to talk about something else today?
No, I just wanted to know. I mean, we're just trying to get a straight answer from it. This has been.
Oh, you did. I mean, and I took responsibility for it. The buck stops with me. This anecdote I should not have put in the book, and I asked to have it taken out, and it is.
Noem had claimed that she met with Kim and essentially put him in his place. Vargas pointed out that Noem even included the story when she recorded the audiobook version of her book. Noem refused to admit that the story was false. The book also includes a story about Noem shooting and killing a bad-behaving puppy on her family farm. She was once on the short list of possible running mates for Donald Trump. Is she still there, John Hancock?
Who knows? We know that Donald Trump's not a particular fan of dogs. And here we've got a firearm engaged and a dead dog. So maybe this will work. But no, I think she's probably out as a VP candidate.
How crippling is this to her national political profile?
The Kim Jong Un thing, not at all. I think that the Trumpers would eat that up. The dog thing's problematic. If Donald Trump even is moving away from you on something because he doesn't think it's palatable to people, you're in trouble, and that's what she's experiencing.
Now to our quote of the week. The Cardinals are letting it slip that Busch Stadium 3 will need major work soon and that taxpayers may need to help pay for it. The ballpark opened 18 years ago. Owners of a couple of comparable stadiums have recently gotten more than $500 million in public funding for upgrades. Team president Bill DeWitt III tells Fox 2's Martin Kilcoyne, sorry, Marty, in our quote, "We view it as an investment in the long-term viability of the Cardinals downtown. Nobody's threatening anything. We want to make sure this stadium is around indefinitely." He says it'll be a year or so before the Cardinals talk actual numbers. What if it's $500 million or more, Michael Kelley?
Listen, the Cardinals are woven into the fabric of St. Louis unlike almost anything. We continue to watch people around the country shooing away sports owners and saying they don't want to be a part of it because it's billionaires. I don't think we should look at it this way. One of the only parts of downtown St. Louis that is vibrantly growing and is kind of expanding is what the Cardinals have done, not just with the ballpark, but all the surrounding things. They've brought down taxpayers who are paying 1%, living in luxury condos. I think we need to carefully consider what Bill DeWitt's bringing forward, but I don't think we should go and act foolishly like I think our friends in Kansas City did.
John.
I'd give him $1 million for every runner in scoring position point they've got on their batting average, which right now would be about $200 million. But I think the timing could be more preferable than right now.
Final thoughts are next. First, a little morning fog over the Mississippi River from Bommarito.com, Drone Fox.